So before on the left-hand side, kind of looks like the opening batsman for England, isn't it? So hands are way forward, ball back, exposing the leading edge so much that you're going to hit the ground kind of from this angle. You either hit it perfectly, which after about 4 or 5 shots, you will get some good shots.
Yeah.
They are going to come out lower. They're going to run a lot, which, if you want that shot, great. But if you need that shot, don't take a sand iron. Take an 8 or a 9 or a wedge, You want to be using more the bounce of the club. So when you hit the ground, the club, as it says, the name, bounces off the ground rather than digging in with the leading edge, okay? So you can see on here now a much more kind of neutral position, okay? Club shaft is just slightly forward, using more of the bounce, as we said. Before, when you swung through, as you went back, not much body movement, okay? Just sort of slid your lower half there. Arms kind of staying quite away, and they get a big old... I mean, how far away your hands and arms are from your hips? I mean, they're like... It's a big old stretch there, okay? So we got to keep that a lot more into this sort of hip pocket, okay? You think your hands start there quite close. We've got to turn the torso more. That's using the back of the difference in that trajectory off the club. So when you've got to there now, that club head now has effectively overtaken the golf ball. Does that make sense? Yeah. You've hit it and the club's gone past the ball. Right, but if we watch this one, it was actually a pretty good strike in fairness, okay? Where's the ball? I mean, boom, it's gone. I must have driven off the same position there now. That ball's out the screen. Whereas this, when you're using the bounce of the club, you're using the correct 56 degrees aloft. Look at the difference in that club face, Yeah. That's now using the bounce and the loft to use that club to play this shot. If you want to play it low, play a less lofty club. Don't take a 50. Don't take a golf club designed for this and try and do that. Don't take a different screwdriver and try and use it as a hammer. Don't use a knife as a spoon for dessert. All right. So use the right tool for the job. If you want a low running shot, and in all fairness, if you were here, the flag was right at the back of the green, I'd probably say a lower running shot would be more preferred. So using an 8 or a 9 iron. You're not taking 56 and trying to drive it into the ground, No. It's just too many variables that you've got to try and adjust to, and it makes the game really hard. So when you finish this swing on the left, arms, man, it looks kind of like a bit of an awkward stretch, whereas this one on the right-hand side here now, things are a little bit more into your body. I mean, again, still more gap from the body than they want to, but compared to where you were out there, it's a work in progress. It's not going to suddenly go ping and be perfect, but I think from a checkpoint with your practice, in sort of summary, more neutral setup, so more vertical shaft, more rotation, and when you finish this shot, especially in your practice swings, soft, let the club hit the ground and get that hip of the hands in by your hip there. So you start off here now and it's in here, rather than this kind of like dragging and pulling the handle. If you get halfway back and you drag the handle, you can't hit the ground. And being tall like we are, that club's got to get down to the ground. It's a long way down for you and I, isn't it? So if we start pulling the handle, you're just going to thin everything. And then, of course, when you thin the ball as you did before, your fix was, okay, I'm thinning it. I'll change the angle so much now that I can't not thin it, but I'm going to fat everything. You're coming down with the leading edge in the ground too hard, So you've got to finish with that butt end of the club, I guess no more than a foot away or so from your left hip, not this kind of like stretch. And if you're stretching through, you pull the handle. Make sense, buddy?
Yep.
Good stuff. Very